Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So it's about 3:30. It is September 16th, Tuesday, 71 degrees even, 70 degrees. And for my friends who are international, 19.1. Obviously overcast. My batteries are not charged. What am I up to today? This is going to be a strange way to answer the question, but my goal today is not to break anything or crash anything or have anything catch on fire. So, to that end, I've been trying to, do like dumb little cleanup things and just to go on a quick tour of this week's mayhem. You guys remember the fun of rolling the backhoe up against this far wall here. I gotta get those tires out of there, but I don't know if you guys could see them. I'm having trouble with bees hanging out right in there. Actually, yellow jackets, so I'm probably going to have to fish down there with a hook on the end of a string or something. I really don't like being stung by yellow jackets. And if you guys know, if you kind of get into one of their nests, they all come out like at once. Probably what I should do is just put my flamethrower to it. Found that to be really effective at getting rid of bees. So that was part of the mayhem. Second part was went to make myself a bagel, and the toaster oven did a flash and smoke job for me. That was another thriller. One of those acidy smokes that stinks up the kitchen. Ooh. Boy, something's stuck in there. Anyway, there's the toaster oven. You could see the kind of the smoke pouring out the top. Right. So that was a second joy. Third one was putting this thing on fire. Glad the seat was off it and all. I spoke of getting rid of the air filter and cleaning up this whole area here, and I don't recall the YouTuber, but I got a comment back saying that the bike wouldn't run properly if I did that, and I thought that was kind of a strange comment. I know two-strokes are very fussy about the configuration of the air intake and the exhaust system. But I've never had that with four-strokes. All the four-strokes that I've had, that I've put those little canister air cleaners on. I don't know if I have it here. I put it elsewhere. I probably put it back over there. Anyway, I've had good luck with. So I'm a little surprised on that input. Actually, very surprised. Normally, the better a four-stroke could breathe, the happier it is. You just got to make sure that your jets are rich enough to take on the additional air you're putting in, which has a tendency to lean down the mixture. So anyway, I was a little surprised about that comment. The way the comment was made, it was as if the YouTuber had experience with it. So experience beats winging it every time. But once again, I was a little surprised because, to my sense, normally the better a four-stroke breathes, the better it runs, right? I mean, with cars with V8s and all that, you're always trying for those low restriction air intake and quite honestly is lower restriction exhaust also. So I have no clue what got in here. Did you guys hear it? Whatever it is flying around and it's not happy. I put some thought into, well, not this, but that, and you guys could see I took the clips off of that, what the heck are the things called with little holes on them. Anyway, I took those off and I got the wheels off. I'm going to work at getting the right rear end for this thing. I just don't want to spend $1 million doing it. So I've reached out to a few of my connections. I'll see what comes out of it. But I do want to put the right rear end and put the gas tank where it belongs, under the seat, and keep the battery up there under the hood, and try to get it running like it should for a John Deere tractor, rather than have it be, you know, another rigged up piece of crap. You know, it's nice to have things work properly. Ever since I fixed that Cushman there, and now it starts on the first try, I just turn the key, she fires up. It does run a little bit lean, so I got to keep the choke on until it warms up. But I mean, it's nice to just, you know, turn the key, fire it up, put it in gear, let go of the clutch, and be moving. It's nice to not have to put air in the tires every time I take it out. It's nice that the brakes actually work and it's able to start. It's nice that I don't have to jump start it to get it to run. All those things are great. And that's really where I want to get as much of my equipment as possible. There's nothing worse than, you know, you want to take a motorcycle out, but you got to jump the battery first, and you got to fool with the carburetor and all the other stuff. It's much easier to put the key in the ignition, turn the key, push the button, have it fire up, and be out there. So that's where I want to get with as much of this stuff as possible. You guys remember that tower of tires that was here, right underneath the plastic? Well, I got a bunch of them out and I used them as blocking to get the backhoe out of place. I need to rearrange those and get those out of this general area, make some additional space, make it easier to get the backhoe loader out. Since I've moved the backhoe loader to this side of the garage, I've used it more over the last few weeks than you know, over the last couple of years, and damaged it. You can see my smokestack is bent, but excuse me, it is nice to have it where I could get to it. And this is a nice unit. You know, you turn the key and it fires right up. I was lucky when I rolled it off to its side that I didn't have more troubles than I had. What made life better was before I took it out, it was full of fuel, and it was full of oil. If it was, you know, that quart low that some people like to run their equipment at, which is very bad, or if it was, you know, less than a half a tank of fuel, it probably would have sucked air, and I not only would have had the problem of the tractor stuck in the ditch, but I would have had a dead tractor, 5,000 pounds worth of dead weight in the ditch. So I was really pleased that I was smart enough to service the equipment before I was dumb enough to roll it on its side. Anyway, folks, this is just a quick video. I have a 2-day run, both of them 12 hours. This is, quote, my long week this week. So you guys will probably be getting a video on probably Friday afternoon, kind of a wake-up video. That's normally my MO these days. I have a deal cooking on, I think it's Miss February. Another three-wheeler, another Honda. One I couldn't resist. The price was good. I've been cutting back. There were a pair of nice, really pretty nice three-wheelers in Ramsey, New Jersey, near Mahwah, Suffern, that area. he had 2 bikes. He wanted to trade. For cash, he was willing to go $750 on 2 bikes, which is less than $400 each. And they were in pretty decent shape. They looked like 200Ss. I think they had front suspension. I think they were 200Ss, as I recall. But you know, I can't be bringing home bulk bikes like that. And $750 isn't exactly chump change. It's not $1 million, but it's not 2 cents either. I have a $130 unit 3-wheeler Honda that I'll probably be going to get on Saturday. It's out in Massachusetts, so it's a bit of a ride, 2.5 hours each way. But the way it looks and from the description, I think it's worth the trip. And I kind of like the road trips, and I kind of like the cheap rats, you know, the $100 rats. They're kind of interesting to me. So I think that's everything I got going on for this thing. I bought a box of plugs. You know, it's interesting. If you go to the local Honda place and buy a plug, they want like $750 for them. I bought a box of 10 plugs delivered for $21. So for less than the price of 3, I got 10. That's always a good thing. One has to love eBay. What else do I have cooking? I think that's all of it. Once again, yeah, that other unit going. I bought my wife's birthday present, so that's all good. Everything's good. Anyway, folks, before, you know, I burn up anything else or blow up or anything else or crash anything else, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the week. We'll catch you up on the next one. Those are the kind of bees they are. I don't know if he's not gonna cooperate until he stings me. Anyway, so you're all caught up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. We'll catch you all in the next episode of The Horde. Until then, remember to keep your backhoe on its wheels. Stay out the buckwheat and enjoy your lives. Bye now, guys.